Do you have an Amazon Alexa enabled device? You can now listen to my podcast on that device. Just go to Alexa Skills, search for K-12 Education Untangled, click Enable to enable that skill, and voila! You're now able to listen to my podcast via your Alexa enabled device. Welcome to another episode of K-12 Education Untangled. My name is Dr. Kim Fields, former corporate manager turned educational researcher and advocate, and I'm the host of this podcast. I got into this space after dealing with some frustrating interactions with school educators and administrators, as well as experiencing the micro-discriminations that I faced as an African-American mom raising my two kids who were in the public school system. I really wanted to understand how teachers were trained and what the research provided about the challenges of the public education system. Once I gained the information and the insights that I needed, I was then equipped to be able to successfully support my children in their educational progress. If you're looking to find out more about current information and issues in education that could affect you or your children, then you're in the right place. Thanks for tuning in today. I know that staying informed about K-12 education trends and topics is important to you, so keep listening. On today's episode, I'll be sharing my thoughts on how you can effectively manage the mayhem in your life. You're busy. I'm busy. I get it. We juggle any number of tasks and activities on a daily basis. In this episode, I share my thoughts on how to best manage the mayhem in our daily lives without being exhausted, overwhelmed, and frustrated. I'll discuss this from the perspective of your overall personal life and also provide some insights about managing the mayhem as a working mother. Let's get started. When trying to manage the mayhem in your personal life, there are several considerations to keep in mind. One of the key things to manage the mayhem in your personal life is to prioritize and set clear goals. Determine what's important to you and establish clear goals that align with your values. This will help you focus your energy and attention on things that matter most, enabling you to manage the chaos more effectively. You can ask yourself questions like, what needs my attention right now? What's going to save me some time if I do it now? This will help you establish the present priorities. This includes managing your time effectively by developing good time management skills that optimize productivity at the same time reducing stress. You can use tools such as calendars, planners, or productivity apps on your phone that help you prioritize tasks, allocate time for different activities, as well as avoid procrastination. Another key to managing the mayhem is to establish boundaries. It's crucial to set boundaries to protect your time, energy, and well-being. Learn to say no when necessary and communicate your limits to others. This will help you avoid overcommitting and spreading yourself too thin. It's important to set these boundaries so that you don't overburden or overwhelm yourself. You can't be all things to all people, so communicating your limits benefits you. It's also important to practice self-care. Make self-care a priority by incorporating activities that promote your physical, mental, and emotional well-being into your daily routine. This definitely could include exercise, meditation, hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Remember to seek support and delegate tasks. Recognize that you don't have to do everything on your own. Reach out to friends, family, support groups, or colleagues for help and delegate tasks whenever possible. Sharing responsibilities can lighten the load and create a more manageable personal life. This involves having clear and open communication, which is key to making mayhem more manageable in your personal life. Be assertive in expressing your needs, concerns, and boundaries. Also, actively listen to others, seek understanding, and resolve conflicts through constructive dialogue. Being resilient and flexible is also crucial. Life can be unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. Cultivate resilience by embracing change, adapting to new circumstances, and learning from challenges. Maintain a positive mindset, practice gratitude, and focus on finding solutions to life situations rather than dwelling on problems. While dealing with the mayhem of life, it's often necessary to identify and address the sources of stress. Take time to reflect on the factors that contribute to the chaos and stress in your personal life. It could be certain relationships, work-related pressures, financial concerns, or other external factors. Once identified, journal or brainstorm strategies to address or minimize these stressors. This might involve seeking professional help, reevaluating your commitments, or making lifestyle changes. Sometimes these lifestyle changes mean establishing a healthy work-life balance. Strive for a healthy balance between your personal life and work commitments. Set boundaries around your work hours, avoid excessive overtime, and create dedicated time for your personal interests and relationships. Finding this balance is essential for overall well-being and can help you prevent burnout. For working mothers, managing the mayhem in their personal lives can present unique challenges. Here are 3 additional considerations specifically for you, the working mom. 1. Flexible work arrangements. Explore and negotiate flexible work options with your employer that can help you balance your professional responsibilities with your family life. This may include options such as remote work, flexible hours, or compressed work weeks. Flexible arrangements can provide more control over your schedule and allow for better integration of work and family obligations. Working from home can certainly be a benefit when you have to juggle different school schedules for your children. It's also quite helpful when you need to pick up a sick child from school. Number 2, guilt management. And this is a good one. As a working mom, it's essential to recognize and manage feelings of guilt. Practice self-compassion and let go of the unrealistic expectation of being a perfect parent or employee. As busy moms, we often feel guilty if we're not doing things, quote unquote, right. But the truth of the matter is that there is no right way to do anything. You just do the best you can and make the decisions that feel right for you. You also tend to look for help from spouses in some ways that are in some type of percentage or relation to the amount of contribution, but that may never happen. That's why it's so important for you to take the time to practice self-care. Remember that taking that time to care for yourself allows you to be more present and effective, both in your professional and personal roles. Carve out some time for activities that rejuvenate you, even if it's only for 15 or 20 minutes. Number 3, having support systems and childcare. Building a strong support system is crucial for working mothers. Seek reliable and trustworthy childcare options that align with your needs, whether it's a daycare facility, a nanny, or a family member. Additionally, consider connecting with other working moms or joining parenting groups to share experiences, advice, and potential childcare resources. Community organizations like the YMCA can be a great resource. Support systems may also include going to your own mother or other trusted female relative for advice, which can be very helpful. She can very often provide the perspective that whatever phase you are in child rearing doesn't last forever. And when you're busy and frustrated with some of those phases, this can be helpful information. I remember one time when my mother made a comment to me, or it may have even been a question about envisioning my young daughter, who was a toddler at the time, and seeing her as a teenager. I couldn't even imagine what this would look like because it seemed so far in the future. Lo and behold, the next few years seemed to whiz by as she was a teenager getting ready to graduate from high school. It took my mom to help me realize that while it may be frustrating and seemingly endless when the kids are young, they grow up so fast and those years are fleeting. Try to enjoy the micro joys in those moments when you take pleasure in being a mother. Speaking of which, recognizing and celebrating the micro joys in the mayhem of being a working mom is an important practice for maintaining a positive mindset and finding moments of happiness amid the busyness. These moments of joy could be accomplished by cultivating mindfulness. Practice being present and fully engaged in the small moments of joy throughout the day. It could be a shared giggle or snuggle with your child, a heartfelt conversation during dinner, or a moment of pride in your professional achievements. Take a pause, acknowledge those moments, and allow yourself to be fully experienced in the joy that they bring. You can also practice gratitude. Incorporate a gratitude practice into your daily routine. At the end of each day, reflect on and write down 3 things that you're grateful for. These could be simple pleasures, accomplishments, or acts of kindness you experienced. Focusing on gratitude helps shift your perspective toward the positive aspects of your life, even in the midst of chaos. You could also capture memories. Make an effort to capture and document special moments with your children and loved ones. Take photos, write in a journal, create a scrapbook to preserve those memories. Looking back on those moments later can serve as a reminder of the joy and the love that exists within the mayhem. And then celebrate the milestones, whether big or small. Take the time to acknowledge and celebrate milestones and achievements, both for you and your children. It could be a work-related accomplishment, a successful project, or your child's personal milestones, such as learning to ride a bike or having a good grade at school. Celebrating these moments creates a sense of accomplishment and joy. Managing the mayhem in your personal life is an ongoing process, and it requires self-reflection, adaptability, and willingness to make changes. It's important to customize these considerations that I've mentioned to suit your specific circumstances and values. And remember, the mayhem of being a working mom can be overwhelming at times, but intentionally focusing on the micro joys can bring moments of happiness and fulfillment. Celebrating these moments can help you maintain a positive mindset and find a little bit of joy in the journey of balancing work and family. You each have a unique mother's journey, so it's crucial to listen to your intuition, adapt strategies to your specific situation, and be kind to yourself along the way. If this is the type of subject matter and discussion that resonates with you, please follow my podcast on whatever service you're listening to this. Also, I'd love to hear from you, so please leave me a rating, a review, or a comment on Apple or Podchaser. You can also rate my podcast at www.ratethispodcast.com. If you like this podcast, the best way to support me and help me grow it is by leaving a review. This helps my rankings and entices other people to listen to the show. And share this episode with anyone that you think would find it valuable. Be sure to tell your friends, family, and community about my podcast. Thanks for listening today. I hope you'll come back for more K-12 educational discussions with even more exciting topics to untangle. And be sure to stay tuned. On the next episode, I'll be discussing the importance of reading and early childhood literacy. Until next time, aim to learn something new every day.